Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. How are you all doing? Grade 1? Good. That's very great. Yes, I'm also good. Alhamdulillah. Thank you. And welcome to your numeracy class. In today's class, we will be revising the whole chapter that we have covered so far. You know that we are done with this unit that we started on Monday. So, in today's class, we will be revising what we have learned in this whole week so that we can prepare ourselves best for the weekly assessment. Okay. So first we will together revise the topics, then we will be doing some practice exercises, and then I'll be asking you few questions about it, right? And you can also ask me if you have any confusion in anything. You can let me know that let's say, ma'am, you please explain this topic again or this thing again, right? Okay. So tell me, what was this unit about? What is the title of the unit? Yes, who is going to tell me? Raise your hands. Measurements, right? The unit was about measurements, and what we have measured. Yes, hurry up. Length and weight of objects, right? Let's say the exercises that we have done, the opposites, the comparisons, they were according to the length and weight of objects, right? And length and weight are basically known as measurements of things, right? Okay, so tell me, what was the first topic that we covered? Yes, we talked about opposites, right? And what are opposites? Yes, can you tell me the, okay, let's do this in this manner. Can you tell me the opposite of tall? It's short. Excellent. Can you tell me the opposite of long? It's again short. Very well done. Okay, what is the opposite of big? Small. Excellent. What is the opposite of heavy? It's light. Very well done. And when we compare objects according to this, that which is big, which is small, so basically, and there was this one tip or one thing that I told you while we were discussing this, that there is this one opposites which are is based on tall and short, right? There was this one which was tall and short, right? And there was this again in which the it was like long and short. So I told you that do not get confused between these two. Why? Because we call something as tall and short when we are measuring their height, basically, right? Or how above they are from the ground, let's say. And we in that we discussed the example of giraffe, we discussed the example of a goat, right? So a tall or short, a human can be a tall and short, a bird can be tall and short, a pencil can be, right? So anything which is above the ground would be the example of, or we will measure that thing on the basis of tall and short. And what we discussed about the long and short, that anything which is lying on the ground, right? Like the snake, like the pencil which is lying like this on the ground, like the duster which is lying like this on the ground, right? So everything which is lying on the ground like this, we compare them or we measure them as long and short rather than tall and short. When something would be like this, you will measure it as long and short. When something would be like this, you will be measuring it as tall and short. Got it? Is there any confusion? No? Should we move forward? Okay, great. Okay, so what was the next topic that we discussed? Yes, it was comparisons, right? Let's say when we have different things, when we have objects which differ on the basis of their sizes, right? Now the difference, and we measure that difference as something which is heavy or light, something which is tall or small, right? Something which is big and small, something which is tall and short, right? So like we make these comparisons, let's say when we have an object which are not opposites, right? Which have minor differences in them. So, how will we measure that? So, in that, we discussed the comparative adjectives, the degrees of adjectives, right? And what were those? Can you tell me some of them? Yes, raise your hands, hurry up. Okay, yes, Sarah. Big, bigger, and biggest. Excellent. Okay. Yes, Eliza, you tell me. Anyone else? Eliza, you tell me the second one. Small, smaller, and smallest. Very well done. Okay. Yes, Ahmed, you tell me which would be the two of heavy, heavier, and heaviest. Excellent. Okay. So, which would be for tall? Yes. Who is going to tell me the other two degrees of adjectives for tall? Taller and Tallest. Very well done. Now see how I told you a tip about how we can make these degrees out of the word or the main word. That let's say there is this word which is tall. So in order to get the second degree of it, I'll be just adding er with it. So it will turn to taller, right? And for the third degree, I'll be adding est in it, and it will turn to tallest. So this is the tip that we or the technique that we follow while making the degrees of adjectives. Got it? Okay, class. So is there any confusion? I gave you a home assignment that you were supposed to draw a heavy animal and a light animal, then a big and a small animal. So show it to me. Open your book, page number 66, and show it to me. How many of you have drawn that? Hurry up. Okay, Alize, very good effort. Alize, why have you not colored it? Do color it as well, okay? So, yes, Sarah. Wonderful. Okay, yes, Ahmed. Show it to me. Very good. Okay, yes, Ali. Excellent. So all of you have done that. Very well done. Now, I also ask you to please look around and observe things which you can compare according to these degrees. So can you think of anything which you can compare as heavy? Yes. Cushions. Okay. One is heavy, then heavier, and then heaviest. Right. A floor cushion would be heavy. Then the bed cushion would be no. A small baby cushion would be heavy, then a bed cushion would be heavier, and a floor cushion would be heaviest. Got it? Okay. So what else? Any animal as short, shorter, and shortest? Kangaroo. Okay. The one is very short. The baby kangaroo. The mother kangaroo is no. the the father kangaroo is short, the mother kangaroo is shorter, and the baby kangaroo is shortest. This is how we follow it. Okay, this is how we follow the order. The father kangaroo is not the shortest, he is the short one. The mother kangaroo is the shorter, and the baby kangaroo is the shortest. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen with you. Let's do this practice exercise. This will help you reinforce the concept in a better way. Show me a thumbs up if it is visible to you, okay? Let's first revise these degrees of adjectives. You will be telling me what would be the next, okay? So the very first one is tall. Yes. Tell me what are the two degrees of tall? Taller and tallest. Excellent. The next one is small, and they have already written the superlative smallest for you. Tell me which would come in the middle of that. Smaller. Excellent. In the next one, larger is already written, so you are supposed to tell the adjective. What is the adjective of larger, this degree? Large. Very well done. And what is the superlative degree? Largest. Excellent. Okay, so which would be the second degree of slow? You're just supposed to add the er with it, right? Just follow that rule. Whether we have practiced these words or not, all of them would be following the same rule, so don't get confused. Okay, slow, you will be adding er to it, it will turn to slower. And when you will be adding est with it, it will turn to slowest, right? Okay, so what would be the word for faster? Fast. Excellent. And what would be the superlative degree? Fastest. Excellent. Okay, what would be the for large? Sorry, long. Longer. And then longest. Excellent. Which would be for short? Shorter and shortest. Excellent. Okay, which would be for safe? Safer and safest. Okay, and for high, follow the same rule. Higher and highest. Excellent, class. Okay, so these were some of the degrees that we have practiced, and you see that in all of them we have followed the same rule. Just by adding er we get the second form, and when we add est we get the third form of it, right? Okay, now I'm going to share the screen again with you, and there is this another practice activity that we will be doing together. Now look at this picture. See, this scale is long, this snake is longer, and the road is longest. This is how we make comparisons, right? Now look at this. The cup of tea is hot, the fire is hotter, and the sun is hottest. This is how we made degrees of comparisons, okay? This penguin is small, this is smaller, and this bee is smallest, right? Then we have an ice cream. The ice cream is cold, the ice cube is colder, and the snowfall on the mountains is coolest, right? Okay, look, this is big. Then we have elephant, which is bigger, and then we have dinosaur, which is biggest, right? Okay, look at this one. What is this? It's a board, right? Yes, this is good. The drawing is good. Okay, this is a different form in which the same rule is not followed. So let's skip that. Okay. Okay, so we were supposed to revise the whole chapter. So this chapter was not that much long. What we have done two topics. We have covered two topics under the heading of measurement, and that was how we can find the opposites, or how we can write the opposites of each thing, words of opposites of objects. And the second thing is that we have learned about the degrees of adjectives. Right now, what is your home assignment, that you are supposed to revise this all for your weekly assessment, right? Do observe things around you and see that with how you can compare it, as tall, as short, as heavy, as small, whatever, right? Whatever the criteria it follows. And let me know if you have any confusion, so that we will discuss it before the assessment in tomorrow's class. Hope you guys enjoyed the lecture. Do share this video with others because it's free learning. I'll be seeing you in the next class. Take care. Allah Hafiz.